What's up, guys? Cedar B here, and today we're going to be doing a base breakdown in 3-star. This is a current war that we are in, and I decided to come at this base with a GoBoLaLo, and we'll talk about why I decided to come in from where I did and why I chose that attack. So this was a fresh hit, so unknown trap locations, unknown CC, all the above. So right off the bat, I had in my mind I wanted to kind of look at a queen walk, whether ground or air didn't really matter. More comfortable. I'm more comfortable with hogs, or ground in general. But with the new update, ground or air is a lot more viable. So a little bit more comfortable with putting more judgment into using that type of an attack. So initially trying to look at a hog attack or queen hoe, I didn't see much value coming in from really either of 6 to 12 locations to try and either get the queen and the clan castle. Didn't see much value. I didn't think that I'd get much either coming this way, or worst angle coming in from there, possibly. I just thought it would soak up a lot of time, not worth the value, and wouldn't get much of the base taken care of. So I pretty much eliminated coming in from that side of the base. Not immediately, but pretty quickly. The reason why is I was looking at this portion of the base. I pretty much saw kind of just, oops, no, don't want to do that. Sorry, guys. I pretty much just saw a line right through this whole base, pretty much just separating it from the rest of it and just having it. And I knew, obviously these air defenses are right next to each other. Both of these sweepers are stacked, and this Expo Island does have a lot of value as far as an air attack is concerned, especially with all the other factors adding up. On top of that, we definitely have access to the clan castle if we're able to get into that far of the base. Well, like I said, I was looking at a queen walk, or a queen charge. So I was looking at TDH or queen walk Lalo. But both of these air sweepers being where they were at, pointing north and west, it would have just been a huge pain in the ass trying to fight that. It would have been doable. A lot of attacks are doable at Town Hall 9. I mean, the base might look a certain way, but the attack might work really well on it. I just didn't feel comfortable fighting the sweepers, so I decided to come in with a kill squad instead of a queen walk. So I didn't have to fight those sweepers, but I could still get the whole value out of this side of the base. This is just extreme for coming in with an air attack. It's pretty much asking for everything you want. So right there I started to formulate, where do I want to go with this? How do I want to enter? And I start looking at, the free value, where the free value is on the base, and how I can exploit that. So right off the bat, I said, okay, let's take out that gold collector. Let's let a wizard start working on that, do some damage. Once it locks onto this elixir collector, we'll go ahead, let it beat on that, get some damage, drop the... wow, this thing's zooming in and out. Drop another wizard up there on that army camp, take it out. Once they start working in, we'll drop both of our golems. We're going to drop one right here, and we'll drop one right here. And we'll follow it up with the remaining portion of most of our wizards. From there, I'll go ahead and get my kill squad into the base, drop a jump spell right about there. There we go. And we will accelerate the kill squad into the base. What I decided to bring for the kill squad was CC and the bowler, bowlers in the CC, followed up by my king and queen into the rest of the base. Once they're raged up, I went ahead and dropped the poison as well. And once the CC was handled, I was free to take care of the rest of the base with the back end Lalo. So trying to decipher how I was going to Lalo the rest of the base, one of the factors that also stuck out was the orientation of the remaining air defenses once those other two were down. This provided me pretty much a perfect scenario for bringing in an air attack. Both air defenses are on opposite sides of the base, and both of them tank for both or all remaining defenses that could be standing, minus this wizard tower if standing and this archer tower. But with that, all of these defenses in here, air targeting obviously, would be locked onto any lava hound that would be on an air defense in that location, and obviously anything in this location. So looking at which angle to come in from, obviously the highest value is going to be in with the Expo Island. That's going to provide us solid entry, take out two wizard towers once they work that far into the base to get the north wizard tower of the air defense. And I decided I will drop my balloons here, let the first set of deployment start here. I think I started out with 6 or 7 balloons there, followed up with a lava hound. I let the balloons start first so they could get some distance towards the defenses, and then follow it up with the lava hound. Just helps the raid start a little bit quicker. Once they started to work a little bit closer, I did drop the second lava hound here. Let that lava hound start tanking for the wizard tower that was there. And at that point, I did drop the remaining portion of my balloons to take out that Expo Island. I did bring an additional 2 rages for the rest of the base, so I dropped one here to take out that. And I did bring a skeleton spell because the queen was the only left portion of the initial push into the base. So I did bring a skeleton spell for her. I did not drop it with the initial Lalo deployment because I knew she would initially come up to the lava hound. Come up to the lava hound to take it out. But once the balloons were able to take out the defenses remaining and get to the air defense, she was going to continue to follow the next lava hound to the next air defense. And I anticipated her probably changing compartments at that point. So I thought to myself, it would probably be best to hang on to that skeleton spell until we see where the second phase of the attack goes to once it gets over to that second air defense. When the attack did get over there, she did end up hopping the wall. The last rage that I had, the last rage that I had, I dropped about right here. Once I did that, I also did drop the skeleton spell in the Archer Queen compartment because she jumps into that compartment. The other benefit that this lended me by hanging on to that skeleton spell and anticipating the wall jump is it's in the same compartment with that Barbarian King. And we've all seen the Barbarian King get chased around by the balloons and, ruin a raid or almost ruin a raid just because of, they can't keep up with them at certain points. So the advantage of being able to drop it in there was taking out the Archer Queen along with the Barbarian King, so it lended a big benefit to the raid itself. At this point, when the Lalo is this far into the base, the base is pretty much smashed. The only consideration that I had left was cleanup, and with air attacks, cleanup cannot be underestimated. with this base in general, there's a lot of trash along the outside, and I knew, bringing in my attack from um, this angle, initially, and then this angle just with defense targeting, I was going to have a lot of trash, in this area, and possibly this area, and most likely, depending on, if how many pups or anything get taken out during that second phase of the attack. So I had 3 troop space left. I elected to drop another balloon to give me 5 more spaces, and I believe I brought 4 archers and 3 goblins. Having that combo is very, very strong, in my opinion, for a cleanup, because it provides you the benefit of dropping your archers on lower hit point buildings, like a barracks or a spell factory, or obviously a builder hut, versus a collector or storage, because the goblins can handle the resource collectors or storages with that double damage. And while the archers are beating on the buildings that the goblins won't cover, you're accelerating the amounts of cleanup that you have in a very short amount of time for a very small amount of troop space, that the sacrifice of that one balloon can pay a very large benefit to. And in my case, it did indeed just do that. So enough blabbering about the attack. Let's go ahead and take a look at how it happened. Alright, and as we said, that Troll Tesla popped up over here. Dropped that balloon, went ahead and got that out of the way right away, and continued with the rest of our funnel. Dropped another wizard there, dropped a wizard up north, and then dropped the golems behind. Rest of the funneling continues. I dropped the rest of the wizards that I have, followed up by my bowlers once the jump spell is dropped here in just a second. There it is. King and queen to follow. Rage spell is dropped in just a moment, followed by a poison spell for the CC that's exiting. And once they work through a little bit more, I'm going to go ahead and start my Lalo portion of the raid. CC is down, I pop my king ability, and here go those, looks like 5 balloons that I dropped. Let them get some distance, like I said. Drop both of my lava hounds. It starts tanking for that wizard tower, which was the main goal. Don't let those balloons get that splash damage going. Rage through that expo compartment, like we talked about, and here the queen hops the wall. Go ahead and rage, drop that skeleton spell. She goes down. The king is also drawn in. He gets taken out very quickly. And at this point, it's just about the cleanup. We only have that archer tower left, so we're going to have a little balloon parade go across the base. But like I said, goblins were dropped over here to help with the cleanup. And 2 archers were dropped down there, and the remaining 2 archers down there. So cleanup is going to go pretty quickly with those additions to the army composition, and we'll go ahead and fast forward through the rest of the attack. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and give me a like if you like it, and happy clashing. So take care, and Cedar be out.